How would you know if you were in a toxic relationship? If you were experiencing toxic love? We're the Happy Headers. Stick with us till the end and we'll tell you exactly how you will know.
I think toxic love, Paul, is really rooted in insecurity, isn't it? Like, if you're a very insecure person and you feel like you need to control and manipulate other people in your life in order to have your needs met, then it's just
well, it is. You see,
bad,
idyllic love is about, sharing, equal partnership and the thing. But toxic love is about controlling the other person.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
No.
Because you get this dominant and then submissive person. A friend of mine had that theory that that's in every relationship. That you have the dominant and dominant, or the masculine and the feminine, even in gay relationships, even same-sex relationships, that one will adopt the dominant person.
Wow. I think that's a bit of a lost theory these days.
I don't know. I do see it in couples. I do see it in couples. Maybe it's because I'm looking for it. But maybe you see what you're looking for.
Maybe this is all the couples that you see, Paul, are your age. Isn't that shocking on you?
Yes, it is, yeah. Straight
into the jugular today.
But in toxic relationships too, the dominant one, or the one who's trying to control everything, will accuse the other one of stuff that they are prone to themselves. Jealousy in particular.
Yes.
They will be as jealous as hell and see everybody out there as a potential threat, trying to take their mate away.
I remember being in a relationship years and years ago with a guy, and he was unbelievably jealous. Like, I couldn't nearly, go anywhere or look at anybody or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was unreal. And he would regularly say to me, if you ever two-time me, that we're finished. That's it.
And he two-timed you.
Never. And he was constantly two-timing me.
And that's projection, classical projection.
It's unreal.
For any of you who don't know what that is where you project out into the world your own issue. You see it out there as if everybody else has this problem. Fine. Whereas the problem is within you, and this is why you see it out there.
Yeah. And he had me convinced, actually, that I thought he would never do something like that to me because he was so dead against it.
Yeah.
So then when I found out he was cheating, it broke my heart. Oh my God, I couldn't.
But of course it was your fault that he was cheating.
Believe it. Oh yeah, sure, he was great at gaslighting as well.
Oh, right.
Manipulating and all of that sort of crap.
But this need to control, you see it like they'll kind of go, who you're chatting to on social media. Who, I was in a toxic relationship once and I was accused of that, who are you talking to on social media? And I go, I'm not, and I got so much of it, I thought, I felt the need to prove that I wasn't, so I deleted social media accounts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they still found reason to kind of accuse me. So I could not possibly be cheating with you on social media. I'm not on social media.
Honest to God.
But it was then I found out that I was getting texts from other people chatting to people.
Oh my God.
Again, it was
such like
similar
a killer
to you.
sign, lads. You have to watch out for that.
But isn't it too, because we're basic human beings, or I've said we're one step removed from animals, is that we have this chemical reaction within ourselves to love, even if it's toxic love. The chemicals like oxytocin are released, the bonding chemical.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people suffering from low self-esteem will feel, well, this person is interested in me, so I am lucky to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And they will try and keep that relationship going even though it might be bad for them. And then it produces the other chemicals too, like adrenaline.
Yeah.
And then, the worry and distress. And then the serotonin when things are okay.
Yeah.
And you get this roller coaster, highs and lows, ups and downs, and you don't know your arse from your elbow.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a piece of research done actually on men and women who are in abusive relationships are quite often very thin. So they lose weight quite quickly, they're lethargic, their health is not good, they're looking after themselves, their self-care is really gone downhill, and it I can see how that would happen, because when you're in such a high stress state all the time, and that adrenaline is going, you're constantly burning calories.
But there is that too, because sometimes,
so skinny.
especially probably from a female's perspective, you're better able to talk about this than me, but they might kind of, well, if I lost weight, he'll be okay with me.
Yeah, if I used to think that as well. If I stay at a certain weight, if I'm able to be this thin, then
things will be okay.
It's perfect that's how he likes me perfectly, do you know?
Yeah.
And if I stay that way, then everything will be
But
fine.
you stay that way and he finds another problem.
Yeah, absolutely. He was never happy.
But
He was never going to be happy either. I think that was the big
and that's the thing. And like,
it?
I cringe when I hear this from people who kind of go, I want you to make me happy.
Oh, Jesus.
You can't make anybody else happy,
No.
folks. You can only make yourself happy. Everybody is responsible for their own happiness.
Yeah.
You know, and you hear people talking about, I'd love a relationship where I find somebody who can just make me happy.
Oh my God. We get into relationships to give love, not get it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where people get really confused.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of love inside of your own body to give, and you want to share that with somebody. And I think that's the mindset it needs to come from. You need to remember that that's what it's about. It's about giving love,
And going back to the manipulation, the person will kind of go, well, look, we've got something special. It's just you and me, and it's nothing to do with anybody else. And they will use that to isolate you, to kind of get you to kind of spend less time with your friends.
Yeah.
If you're going off doing something, you kind of go, well, you spend like all Saturday playing golf with that friend. Why would you want to spend Saturday with me? Because I don't spend any other time with that friend.
I don't like him, for example. I don't like
All the
him.
time
There's
false.
something about him.
Yeah.
He doesn't treat you well. He sneers at you behind your back, or they'll make up shit, like, won't they?
Yeah, to
They
isolate
turn you
you.
against. Yeah, and then they don't want to see your family. They're constantly like, oh God, don't want to go down and see these people. Or
But as well as that,
come
then
in here.
you get into a cycle of abuse because of these highs and lows.
Yeah.
The person will create a drama,
Yes.
a problem.
Yes, an issue.
And then there'll be there'll be the anxiety, there'll be the adrenaline, there'll be the cortisol, and then you have to have a big chat about it, a big talk about it, and then the person who's done nothing wrong will commit to, I promise I'll never do anything like that again.
Yeah, I'm
and we're
sorry.
okay. And then you have to make you up. Sex or whatever that creates more serotonin, and then things are fine until the next drama happens, and you get this cycle thing going on, and that's addictive.
Yeah, it's dreadful,
Isn't it?
Oh my God. You're doing everything you can possibly think of to please this person, but you're still never going to be happy. And I think that's the massive thing. Like, no matter what you do, you're not going to change them. You can only change yourself and what you'll accept, really, isn't it? Yeah.
So the acid test, how would you know if you were in a toxic relationship, is this. When you think about your significant other, what's your initial reaction? Is it, oh God, they're coming around? Or is it, oh, they're coming around, I'm really looking forward to this?
Yeah.
If it's dread, if it's anxiety, you are in a toxic relationship. Get the hell out.
Absolutely.
It's like, do you know what it's like? In Netflix, you start watching this box set of episodes of stuff, and you kind of go, it's not great. It might get a bit better, and then you're 2, 3, 4 episodes in, and you kind of go, there's probably a lot of better things I could be doing with my time, but I'll just watch one more.
Yeah, just
one
keep
more.
Keep going. It might get better.
Might get
And it
better.
never does.
It never does.
Another good test actually is somebody told me this. Would you trust this person with your children? And I actually could answer immediately that no, I wouldn't trust this person. Yeah, if I had a child of my own, would I trust them? No.
Okay,
probably
that's
not.
definitely a test.
That's definitely alarm bells, lads.
Let us know, have you been in a toxic, are you in a toxic relationship? Probably more so. Like us, subscribe to us, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening.